At some point, every creative drops a project. This is especially true in game development, where each project is the culmination of different art forms. There's visual art, UI design, audio, all on top of programming. It's quite a lot, even for the smallest projects. Even still, after pouring dozens of hours of work into a project, why do we quit? Why do we drop these projects? Everyone's circumstances are different, but there are a few culprits we can point to. Something new catches our attention. It's pretty common to get the idea to work on another project while already working on something. Oftentimes, this new idea can seem super cool and promising, especially if you've been working on a single project for a long time. The scope of your current project may get too big or overwhelming. When working on a game, it's easy for scope creep to find its way into our projects and get us off track, eventually resulting in our projects becoming too big for us to manage. Or you could have just lost interest in the project. This one's really unfortunate because if you've truly lost interest in the project, forcing yourself to work on it may not be a good idea, as it may cause more burnout. So what can we do to actually finish our games? One of the most important things we can do is to have some sort of system for managing our goals. Personally, I like using to-do lists, but there are a variety of tools and methods you can use to help you. Next, we need to evaluate what specifically is stopping us from finishing our projects. Is it one single thing, or a combination of different factors? If our projects often become too big, we can work against scope creep, removing or subtracting the unnecessary parts of our game, and focusing on creating and designing the core of our game. Ask yourself, does your game need this feature you want to add? If not, leave it in the idea pile and maybe return to it in a future project. This is an excellent design philosophy coined by game designer Ueda Fumito, but it also works as a great way to manage the scope of your game. If we know what our strengths and weaknesses are as developers, we can also optimize our projects to be less taxing to develop. Using myself as an example, I have an easy time programming systems and gameplay, but get drained really easy creating art, music, and sound effects for my projects. So ideally, I should make games that focus more on systems and gameplay rather than aesthetics if I want to actually have a finished product. In the end, just making more games and analyzing how you've developed games in the past, regardless of if you actually finish them or not, can help you figure out what you can do in order to finish more games in the future. So, in the end, just make more games whether or not you actually finish them. Hey, this is me from the future editing the video, and I just want to get back on here and say that making games is fun, especially if you're doing it as a hobby and not for profit. But just make sure to take care of yourself at the same time. I didn't really get that across in the video, but you may be stuck not being able to finish projects, but I think most importantly you should be able to take care of yourself. It's probably the biggest thing in order to finish your projects. um, Hang out with friends, family, go outside, take walks, drink a lot of water, eat healthy. Just take care of yourself and work on your games at the same time, because working on our games is fun, but we gotta be healthy. Live your life is basically what I'm saying. So yeah, just want to add that as well. Thank you so much for watching.